Everybody, welcome back. Doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. Yes, the throat is still struggling. I thought I was gonna be able to talk for a second. That went sideways. Today's video, why Dark Zone? What is Dark Zone? How to Dark Zone? Most of you guys already know this stuff. Maybe not. So what I decided is I was thinking about what type of video I wanted to put out for the day. And I said, you know what I haven't done a video in a long time of is actually Dark Zone stuff. How to Dark Zone, because there are ways to do this and ways not to do this. I'm going to talk about it a little bit as I go through it. Normally, what we do is like we start up. It would have been 30 minutes ago, so and we get our hour, and typically that's when most people start filtering in, and we try to optimize points. So, and that's it. It's not a secret. It's not something that hasn't been out there for a long time. We basically look for primes and we try to kill primes, and we move around, and we're actually not actively trying to hunt people. But if people are there and around us or attack us, for sure, we fight and attack them back. But the points in this are about primes, frankly, and the fodder points from PvP is just kind of a side extra. So anyway, we're just going to get into it. If you need some help with Dark Zone, whether you're an alliance leader or somebody who's looking how to get your alliance organized, I'm hoping this video helps you a little bit. Again, this is not a secret sauce, but I wanted to put it out there because I want to make sure that all alliances who are trying to do this stuff have an idea of, you know, at least how we do it. We've put up some insane numbers, and granted, you know, Omega Flight has gotten pretty small, but and we've got some decent sized people, but we've had some competitions against you know, numerous alliances at the same time, you know, different alliances, you know, singular one versus another, all sorts of different things, and we've always done pretty well. So hopefully this is helpful to you. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description below, hammer on like buttons, all that sort of thing, and let's check it out.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so normally I'm not in yet. So one of the things you'll notice is I've got Alliance chat down here. Not everybody can be in Discord and voice chat. So what we personally do is we shut out what a boss is and what zone. Now, I don't know how old those are. I just got online. I've got some family in town. But we do that. We're always in voice together, or most people who can show up, we come into voice together. And we try to do talk. We just make the call outs. We have designated leaders to sort of help with that. It's sort of like just kind of falls into place a little bit. And we just jump around the zones. We get our minis. Some people, we used to send people ahead, but it's easier just to do what we call as a swarm. And we go in and we just swarm areas to, not dimensional duel, to try to get to the primes. So right now, I'm not in voice because I want to shoot this video with and talking to you guys. So I'll try to keep an eye on that. But the long and short of what we do is we organize one. So make sure that you have some people who are able to organize and make call outs. So you can see there are some people in here. So, you know, I'll try to get minis. Now, the joke lately has been that I can't get to any minis because I'm a walker and we kill things too quickly. You can see there is a red right there, Spider Pigs. It's actually one of our more friendlier alliances that we have. But there's plenty of times we do fight each other in these zones, but there's a lot of times where we don't too. So I'll just come to this one right now. This is, you can see all the purples starting to come. Not a lot of them, but a few of them. You know, I'll get this one. We'll get it down. And it's dead, no big deal. And we're basically trying, and there it is. There's a prime. So someone will probably say, you know, L2 here shortly in chat. Sometimes I'll try to bounce to this other spot and get it, but you know, I don't think there's enough time to go in there and kill that one. So I'll just hang out here. The key with, yeah, there it is, L2. So that's our way of letting people know who aren't on voice where we're at together. I would highly recommend trying to coordinate that. It doesn't take a lot of effort to coordinate this. We've been doing this since the game basically came out. I joined this alliance a month or two after the game came out, I think, you know, but I remember I was originally complaining to these guys, you know, let me hit the boss. You're hitting me and killing me. They're like, we're not trying to, just join us on voice. And I eventually did join them on voice after complaining quite a bit and realized that they really did just, a lot of them would just go around, especially the stronger ones would go around in auto and they wouldn't be some people definitely just wanted to kill people. They were just like dark zone, PvP, don't care, don't whatever. Somehow Laffy killed me. And that happens a lot in here. So if you've never done dark zone and you're not sure, like I got a good spawn. Just get used to dying. Just make sure that you, if you're doing primes, that you have it so that you finish the prime before your last death. Meaning like you won't get zoned out, and then you'll be fine. But outside of that, especially Laffy, he's a little bit of a Laffy's sort of annoying, honestly. Like that was like I thought I just ulted along. He's dead anyway, so there. I probably got like 6. Yeah, it's hard for me. Look at all, and the difference between that two is like 20 million, and like that's the type of damage some of our heavy hitters put up. It's pretty impressive, frankly. And then we just sort of, sometimes we'll stay together, and sometimes we go look in other zones, or we'll have a couple people split off and go in other zones. We don't have a set sort of, hey, you go do this and you go do that type of thing. It's just, get in there and, do whatever. Like if you want to stick together and stay in the same zone, we've got a couple people who are pretty good about the, keeping track of, because typically the primes only spawn like every 15 minutes or so. So it really is in the best. See D3. Now I haven't got my cards yet. So who is Demon Bear maybe? I haven't got my cards yet, even though this guy's going really slow. Oh, I might just go to no, I'll finish him off here. So I like to try to get in there because sometimes, that's one of the most important things. Now, if you've got big alliance, now this is for anybody. Now, if you've got you're either in a big alliance or you've got a big alliance in a dark zone, and you're just trying to get cards, my recommendation to you is just like tap something like this and let them finish it. But remember that you can no longer actually tap multiple minis, so you actually have to have one finished. But this is what we do. You jump zones. There's no reason to stay in one zone. Like I know a lot of alliances are like, I see it's already dead. That's crazy how quick that stuff goes, isn't it? So me killing that one mini, was long enough for us. We typically kill stuff in like 30 seconds when we have the full group. Now everybody's got all the alliances are a little bit different, but when you've got that sort of like damage in there, it can be, pretty good to, kill things, or pretty easy to kill stuff pretty quick. I'll just go down to that one. But the biggest key with this is a little organization. Make sure that you've got, semi-designated callers. We're not, we didn't like make a list or anything like that. It just sort of, we have our captains and that sort of thing. And then, there are some people who are just a little bit more natural to lead than others. And you will absolutely need that. Hey guys, like, stop talking. We need to blah, blah, blah for a second. Normally everybody is pretty respectful of that, or hopefully they will be. And you'll be kind of good to go. There was nothing else in the zone close by, so I'm just going to hang out here. And you just sit here and you kind of hop the zones. You get your boss kills. What's it been? Less than 8 minutes. And I think I've already got 5 or 6 of my minis. I think this is my second prime. And I haven't been necessarily running with the group. Now, again, we found a very, very efficient way to do this. But my hope in this video is that this will help any alliance, because I know Dark Zone isn't fun for a lot of people. So, and this is the thing that I'll say, is that this can be for any alliance. This can be for a powerful alliance or a weaker alliance, or even a couple people who just want to get in. What we do, a powerful alliance, I'll tell you, it's funny. A powerful alliance, you can, sort of follow these methods by jumping around, splitting up, having good calls, talking about what's where, and getting, optimizing your points. And I think that could be, really good. Or a mid-tier alliance where it's like, if you've got, look how quick that thing melted first phase. That's insane. I mean, it's just bonkers how fast some of this stuff goes. And this is why the swarm is the best thing in here. And that's where it just is kind of like, it will never be better than a swarm situation. You get swarms going and it's insane. He's dead. He's just dead. I mean, it's just, you can't do better than that. I mean, I don't know how many seconds that was. You'd probably see it on the video, but it wasn't very long. Anyway, so, you know, a smaller mid-tier alliance. If you're by yourself, you could still do similar, right? You'd want to not split up at all, but you would want to, you know, definitely stay together. Now, if you're competing against a bigger alliance, whether they just, you know, see, that's where I didn't even get it. That's hard. So now we got another Groot there. Looks like some people are moving to the fountain. I'm gonna try to get. Yep. All right. This is where the walking stinks. It's just you gotta dash, and to get from one spot to another, if you're in a big group or around a lot of people, you gotta you know, get around. Now I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna try to tap this one as well, and see if I can. Yeah. So what was that? So there was 2. So I would add 4 before. Get this one at the same time, you know, and hope. And then I'll teleport back to, you know, whatever it was with the prime. Yeah, bottom, or we call that the South Fountain. So I'll just teleport down there and I'll be back. So I got 2 of those done real quick, and now I'll be back to my, you know, in time for the prime with, you know, a second or 2 to spare. But so talking about the size of alliances and what you want to do, mid-tier, like I said, you know, if you're competing with a mid to small type alliance and you're competing with a bigger alliance, probably my biggest recommendation there is try to either stay ahead or leech off of them. What I mean by staying ahead is, you know, if they come to a zone, just bounce. Don't try to compete. Just, I mean, unless you really want to, because you want to have fun. Okay, that's cool. Like, definitely do that. But if you're like, if you've got some people in there that are just trying to get cards or something, they're just going to get frustrated, then my recommendation is to cut your losses, go to the next zone that you know you can get something done in, and move on. Because if you don't, it's going to be more annoying than anything else. If you're an individual who just wants to get your cards in, anybody in Omega Flight, I will tell you right now, if you are looking to just come in and get cards, you are welcome to come do that with X-Force. Everybody thinks that we actually try to kill everybody, but just like literally say, hey, X-Force, I just want to dodge in and tag out. Like, I just want to tap. And you will, I guarantee, get a welcome with open arms. Even more so if you know, come into like a voice or something where somebody will go, oh, you know, so-and-so's here. I know there's some people in some other alliances. Some of them are like our biggest competitors. We're like, hey, don't, you know, so-and-so's in there. You might die, but you know, they're like, that's fine. I don't, you know, I get it. I'm just trying to get some stuff in. So dodge in, tap, dodge out. You could do that if you're a solo person, not just with X. I'm talking about any server, anywhere. Just find a way to do just that. Oh, everybody went to 1. It looks like. I'll just wait. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking to you guys a little bit there. But that's the way I would do it if I was in that particular situation. It's what I did before I was in this alliance. Is I was frustrated. I tried to do that. And then they said, hey, look, come in and run with us, or try to run with us, and you'll be, you know, just dodge in, try to dodge out, and you'll be better off. And I was like, you know, I don't want to do that, And I was like, well, wait a minute. And I ended up, not even in this People's Alliance, I ended up like top 20 every week by doing that, just because I was there every day. And I made sure to, you know, get all the prime bosses, and not even getting high scores on the high prime bosses. I was just tapping, and they were so efficient with their runs that it would help me get a ton of points. And I mean, I think our highest boss kill in a night was like 117 or something like that. And that's not just primes, that's just like everything. And I mean, it was just insane. You know what I mean? I was just like, holy cow, like that's bonkers. And sure enough, like that's the exact type of thing that you want to get out of Dark Zone, right? And you know, look, the truth is Dark Zone is probably only worth your efforts to get the cards in it, and you know, that's it. I mean, some people are like, I gotta get my crystals. It's like, how many crystals are we talking about here, really? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that much, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's not worth all of the stress, the drama, the aggravation that comes along with this game mode. It's a PvP game mode. The rewards aren't that great. You know, it's nice to be able to get Yep, see, look at this. This is the joke, is like I can never get to another spot before, you know, it's dead. And it's just like, of course not. They killed it too quick. You know, and I said, the routing, by the way, for walkers, if you're watching some of what, it's terrible. It is so bad. And like insanely frustrating that you can never, I mean, it's just like a flyer would just go straight to wherever it needs to go. A walker, like Widow or Cap, the routes they take when you click on the map are just beyond comprehension, frankly. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you going that route? Anyway, so make sure you mental note that. Always be dashing in here if you're trying to get, you know, any other spot. What did we get there? Oh, no, nothing. That's a little like side tidbit. That's going to be dead because that circle, I know what that means. That means half sun's there. So at this point, I'll probably jump to a different territory and check out what's there. I think that's the main points, honestly. Like, I thought I was going to end up fast forwarding some of this, but I think I've been talking so much that I think that, you know, I pretty much summed up a lot of what you want to do in here. And again, don't stress yourself. Like I've got 47 minutes left, but I'm probably only going to run for another, I don't know, 10 or so minutes after. I'm just going to get some primes in here. Like I've got all I need. I'll end up top 50 or so, still, you know, and I've done plenty of the, you know, situations where you're top 3. I think I was what, second 2 weeks in a row, first several weeks in a row. Half Send in our server has been top 5 the entire time the game's been out, and I think he used one Dark Zone badge forever. This game mode needs a complete and utter rework. They need different rewards in it. They need to change the time in it. I screwed that up. That rotation was bad. I was thinking about talking as opposed to thinking about what abilities I wanted to use. You know, oops. Okay, I saw that happening too. Sorry, that person. Like so I'm on scales. I could have been on just skulls to avoid that, but by nature of like just the fact we get attacked a lot, I'm not. And unfortunately, even though I'm in my PvE build, my whatever that hit was on that person was the last hit to him. And that's sort of what happens sometimes, and that's one of the things you're going to want to expect if you're not running with a group. And I would also recommend use portals. These teleporters, they're what you want to use. Like you have your tickets. It's worth the gold to get them so you can get to spots quicker. Dash around, like I said. It's not worth walking or flying and missing bosses for stuff like that. You won't make up those points, and it's, you know, the amount of gold that you get for a teleporting ticket it's not that much. So it's just kind of like just do it. You know what I mean? I saw a red coming in, so I actually tried to focus in on Groot so that I would not accidentally hit him. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got. You know, again, you know, let me know if you do something different with Dark Zone. I think this is a good method to sort of go in here, run around, optimize points. Again, I'm pretty much done 15 minutes in. Again, we've got a good swarm in here. If you don't have a big alliance to run with, find one you can leech off of, and just even tell them if you want. I mean, unless you know they're gonna pick on you. You know, say, hey, I'm just trying to dive in and dive out. I'm not trying to like fight you guys or anything. Or if you want to fight them. That's kind of the interesting aspect of this zone, is that they, you know, it can be whatever you want it to be. In living color. Do what you want to do. Yep, sorry, that came out of nowhere. That's all I got. So I'm blabbering at this point. Appreciate you guys sticking out this long. Hopefully this helps. Like I mentioned, say in the comments below or in the Discord, you know, let me know what you think as far as this sort of thing and what you think is, you know, optimal ways. Is this something that would help you? You got better ways? I just want to hear it. Let me know. Hammer down like buttons, click notification bells, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.